What significance does Hinduism have to offer other life forms in the universe? Hinduism offers the possibility that other life forms other than our own may act as vehicles of travel for souls. Hinduistic ideas imply that souls existing elsewhere in the universe are no different in terms of purpose and significance than souls existing in a human body. Significance of the soul within extraterrestrials is almost beyond comprehension for us at this point. In essence, what is being said is that no matter how powerful we become in comparison to other life forms we may encounter, we have no choice but to recognize and respect their uniqueness and their significance to the causative force. They too are a piece of the causative force and must be treated as such. Likewise, we cannot allow another life form's advanced technology, knowledge, culture, traditions, or wisdom to overpower our sense of uniqueness and significance. We must maintain our individuality and respect for ourselves as a species and as individuals, for we to have a significance to the causative force. In essence, Hinduism has established the concept that there is one causative force to the universe, and this causative force does not belong uniquely to us as humans. This causative force belongs to all life forms within the universe she created, earthbound or otherwise. The result is the creation of a perception that all souls, earthly or otherwise, are connected and have a unique function to perform. Such a perception is undeniable if the concept of an omnipresent, panentheistic causative force is accepted. Accepting such a universal concept, such a universal philosophy could very well lead to an elevation in human behavior. This panentheistically based Hindu approach would lead to the establishment of respect for each other based upon the commonality of creation and purpose for existence. It may in fact be the one and only point of commonality we find amongst each other. To establish this point before confirming the existence of extraterrestrials will be much easier than establishing this bond after an extraterrestrial encounter. What does Hinduism imply about our significance in eternity? Hinduism not only professes that we exist in eternity, but implies that we impact eternity. Hinduism holds to the idea that the spirit, the soul, is eternal. Eternal existence would suggest never dying, never falling into a state of non-existence. The idea of a soul losing its identity or a soul losing its awareness are concepts that imply death of the soul. These ideas, therefore, are not Hinduistic. Hinduism offers us eternal existence immersed in awareness. Hinduism opens up as a species and as individuals to the concept of maintaining our essence, our spirit, our awareness, and our individuality for eternity. Eternity is a long time, and if we maintain our awareness of what we have accomplished, the actions we have taken, we had better think long and hard about what it is that we do, for it will never go away. The world under the monotheistic Hindu concepts leaves no alternative but accepting the causative force as the real estate of existence and the world as only a learning tool for the causative force. Your soul, you, your essence, being eternal, has no place to go but back to the causative force. You will be confronted with your actions, the repercussions of your actions or inaction, and the ripples they created with roll to the very ends of physical reality. You, under Hinduistic concepts, will have no choice but to accept responsibility for those actions, for no other than yourself is responsible for them. You are eternal, and so too are the effects of the actions you initiate. Who will be waiting to confront you with the resultant effects of your actions? There would seem to be three possibilities. You, yourself, other souls, entities such as yourself, and the totality, the causative force herself. The causative force may speak for herself in terms of her judgment of you, but can she speak for the individual essences you affected in either a positive or negative fashion? Can she speak for you and your essence, your understanding of what you have done? What does Hinduism imply about our relationship to the causative force? Hinduism states that the causative force and self are identical. If the world is just an appearance existing in a causative force, then this would provide the understanding of why the universe was molded out of nothingness. This would explain the eternal state of the soul beyond the temporary status of our physical reality. It would explain why the soul would remain, or could remain, should the universe be dissolved. And if the universe were dissolved, destroyed, annihilated, where does that leave your soul? It leaves your soul existing within the causative force. It leaves your soul as being a part of the causative force. We have incorporated much of the basic premises of Hinduism into our religions. Why are we so reluctant to accept this part? It would do nothing to undermine our present basic modern religions, and it would in fact do quite the opposite. It would unite us all under an understanding of commonality, while demanding we accept, respect, and find comfort in the uniqueness of our faiths, our religions. The causative force, you, are a part of the causative force. Your wife is a part of the causative force. Your child is a part of the causative force. Your neighbor is a part of the causative force. A black man is a part of the causative force. The physically challenged, the poor, the street sweeper, the rich, the sick, the person getting ready to overdose, the person getting ready to jump off the bridge, the beggar, the soldier facing you are all part of the causative force. The causative force fills our bodies. The causative force is the essence of each and every one of us. A different perspective? How can we even doubt it? A new perspective forcing us to look at ourselves, look at others differently, treat each other differently. Absolutely. A new perspective encouraging us to perceive ourselves differently and perceive others we may encounter within our universe differently. Hopefully. Conclusion. How do the concepts of Hinduism reinforce the concept of panentheism? They do not. Panentheism is reinforcing Hinduism. Hinduism came well before the term panentheism was coined. Without the basic precepts of Hinduism, panentheism could not have evolved. All panentheism does for Hinduism is provide a little insight into its validity. On the other hand, Hinduism provides a lot of insight into the concepts of panentheism. Hinduism is a major world religion, influencing a large percentage of the world's population over a long period of time, predating the other monotheistic religions. And such as what it is that Hinduism has offered human existing on this planet, she offered us three ideas. One, monotheism, a belief in one causative force. Without this idea, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, etc. could not have emerged, for they are all based upon the central theme of one causative force. The identity of the causative force and the self, humans and other life forms in the universe, are a part of the causative force. The eternal soul established the concept of the existence beyond life and existence into eternity itself. Symbiotic panentheism reinforces Hinduism by understanding through faith, observations, and logic. Religion, science, and philosophy. Hinduism is so supportive of panentheism it sounds as if panentheism is just another name for Hinduism, but it is not. It is a philosophical perception that reinforces Hinduism, but no more so than it reinforces Christianity, Islam, Judaism, prophecies, science, and philosophy. It is a universal philosophy capable of uniting religion, philosophy, and science. It is a perceptual shift for humankind. Panentheism is capable of destroying anything we hold dear, yet it reinforces our significance in the universe.